Coach, what are you doing, Coach?
I fucked up.
Coach,
Dude.
ready? Here we go. Here, get ready.
All right, let's go.
3,
Let's go.
2, 1. What's up, everyone? Welcome to the second episode of the Hardest Shot Podcast. I'm your favorite host in the whole entire world. My name is Snook, aka George if you're boring. And this right here is your second favorite host,
Coach Lopez.
Coach Lopez. Man, what's going on, Coach? What's been new with you?
Just here, relaxing.
Relax.
We're here at the podcast. We're having fun.
Yeah, hell yeah. It's been dope, man. It's been super cool. We've done a few promos this week and kicked it, talked about some of the plans we have, and we viewed the first one we did. It was dope.
Yeah.
It's dope.
Well, technically, it's the second one, right?
The second one, yeah, we did the first one kind of like just as a test run, but the last one we did, which will be out by the time this one's out here, I feel like, man, we did as best as we could for being first timers, for not knowing what the fuck we're doing, man. I feel like we did a decent job.
Yeah, I mean, we did run up with little issues, but it's part of it.
Yeah, it's part of it. Yeah, growing pains. No, we ran into a lot of issues.
Yeah, but we had it fun. We got new projects. New equipment. Yep. We brought in different scenes.
Yeah.
Scenery.
Yep. You hooked it up with this beautiful background here and this beautiful little drop. It's dope, man. I'm appreciative. I appreciate you doing that, and I feel like it made it look nice, right? Compared to what we were doing, it looks. People might think that we know what we're doing. We better slow down before people think we know what the fuck.
We are not professionals, but we are actually enjoying it. I'm enjoying it.
That's what makes it fun, though, right? That's what makes it fun, man. No, I'm excited for sure. I'm excited to see what the future holds and the plans that we have for people to see them and stuff like that. What's been going on in the gym? What's going on with the barbershop?
So we got month of March. We got a lot of amateur fighters.
Fights every weekend. Yeah,
fights every weekend. Thank God. We were blessed to be a part of the shows with all the guys. All my kids. They've been working hard.
Yeah, they're excited too.
At the end of the year, man, they were working really hard. They're excited. They're boxing fanatics, man. So they're always watching fights, always seeing what's out there, and they're excited.
Yeah, and I just want to remind everyone, this is not a boxing podcast. This is not a boxing podcast. Obviously, Coach runs a gym. We love boxing. We're at the boxing gym every single day. We're training. The kids are there. There's fights every weekend. So it's culture. It's everyday life. So, that's dope. What's going on with Evolution Barbershop?
So I just got, I go to camps with, the other fighters, and I travel quite a bit.
Yeah.
But, every time I get a chance to be around the gym, the barbershop, and I love it.
Yeah.
We started off with a theme that we had in our mind.
Yeah.
It I don't know, drastically changed to a whole different theme, which is I kind of love it, though.
Yeah, no, it's dope. The barbershop's super. Where's the barbershop, just so people know? Where's it located?
We're located in 43rd Avenue, North Peoria. It's 10620 North 43rd Avenue, and that is in Glendale, Arizona. We're located next to the JL Boxing Academy.
Yeah, like literally, they high-five each other. They're next door to each other. And if anyone can come, if you need a haircut, if you want to come join the gym, if you want to come see just what it's like, if you want to see the culture, man.
Yeah. If you want to come to the gym, and get a fade and get faded.
You get faded. Get faded and beat up.
Yeah. Get faded and get beat up, man.
No, it's cool. It's super family oriented. No, it's super dope, man. So, I'm excited for you. I'm excited for the barbershop. I'm excited for the barbers, man. Everybody in there is super cool, man. The setup is dope. The new mural is dope. And dope, man. What's going on in the personal life, man? You got any relationship problems you want to share with us?
Well, let's just talk about that in a minute. I did have a problem. First of all, love, I want to apologize to you.
Love.
Dile
en español.
Mira, primero quiero disculparme con mi esposa porque al parecer le fui infiel anoche en sus sueños. En sus sueños.
Okay. En sus sueños. Okay.
So, I woke up, I don't know, lately I've been going to sleep good, and I'm waking up with a lot of energy.
Yeah.
So I woke up today, as a matter of fact, with a lot of energy, and I started singing something that I don't do, but I started singing. I'm all excited. I tell her, "Hey, babe, how you doing? Wake up, good morning. How's your day going?" And she was just being like salty.
Ooh.
So I was like,
mad.
All right, whatever.
Mad.
It's whatever. So little bit I know, I go, hey, what time you gotta be at the gym? And she was like, I'll have to be there like around 8:30 or so to, get ready for her her clients or whatever. But I go in there and then I try to get it ready, get my stuff ready, whatever, because I was feeling good.
Yeah.
So I woke up and then she's telling me, you know what? I can't believe you did this to me. And I'm like, I was a little bit shocked at first,
Yeah.
I was like, what the heck? What happened? He goes, well, you know what? I found that you were cheating on me in my dreams. I just had a dream, and I was like, what? I'm sorry.
Man.
I started saying, I'm sorry. Forgive me. I didn't know what I was doing.
Yeah.
I was, I would never do it again. I promise. I'm sorry. I apologize for
Started asking for forgiveness for her dream.
Yeah, I had to. I had a little fun with it. I'm not gonna lie, man. I was really.
Of course, you got to.
I was having fun with it.
No, you got to.
But here's the funny part. She was damn serious about this shit.
Oh, she's mad.
Yeah,
I've seen her there. She's mad.
No. She was damn
mad.
She was serious. Like she was telling me, okay, you better treat me right the rest of the day because that's not fair what you just did. And I was like, all right, okay. I got you.
Oh man!
So I had to make up. I had to make it up.
Yeah.
So I had to.
You guys are cool now.
Yeah, we good. We good. I want to shout out also to Anthony, man. I appreciate you. He had to make a video for her lashes.
Anthony's behind the cameras. He is part of the Hardest Shot podcast.
So I had to tell her, hey man, you got to do me a solid and make a video for her.
Oh yeah. See, that's what's up, Anthony, the homie coming through, Man, look at you fixing one relationship at a time with your reels.
How about you, man? How was you getting?
How what?
How was your weekend?
Oh, it was cool, man. It was my week has been cool. It's been super busy. I've been just getting prepared for the podcast. I've been we're in the middle of selling our house, so I've been doing a lot of housework. I've been kicking it with my son, just at the gym.
I
working
seen
out.
that. You know what? I was thinking about that the other day, and I was like, hey man, that's cool that George gets to spend time with his kid.
Yeah.
Brings him along everywhere he goes.
Yeah.
How old is your son?
He'll be 4 in July.
He's 4 in July.
Yeah, he's almost.
Yeah, I met him when I met you the first time. I think you were with him, right?
Yeah. Yep.
And then he came into the gym and he liked the gym. He wanted to be there. He got his first gloves, his first shirt,
his wraps,
representing the gym, JL Boxing Academy.
He's gang. Yeah.
He's serious too. He has a lot of heart for the boxing and. In general, he's a kid, so he'll get to enjoy it later on when he grows up.
Yeah, he does. And at home, I work with him a lot. Obviously, his attention span it's limited to like 15 minutes. You know what I mean? So after that, he gets a little tired, or distracted, I should say. But yeah, man, like me and his mom, my wife, we went back and forth. I'm like, I love boxing, right? And I want him to box, but of course, as a parent, especially on the mothers, I would say more so than the fathers, right? They worry about the brain damage and, because boxing is a serious sport, and we've gone back and forth and I'm like, hey, I just love, from our gym here, like, I just love the family dynamic. I love how the kids are. It's more than just boxing, and that's not to sound cheesy or nothing, but it's
a family.
It's a family. It's a whole lifestyle. It's everything I want my son to be a part of. You know what I'm saying? Even the kids that are, in retrospect, like a lot older than him, right? Even like Santi, right? It's like, man, my kid's only 3.5. These kids are 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years old, and they love my son. You know what I mean? Whenever he's there, they're showing him, they're fighting with him. He feels when he's there, like he's a part of it. Like he doesn't know that he's not like in the group with them. You know what I mean? He feels that. And
you know what? I feel like everybody feels like that though.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like I feel like the gym is part of it's a big family.
Yeah, no, it is.
So, you have sometimes we have disagreements like everybody else, like every family does.
Yeah.
But, at the end of the day, we stay together. I believe I show some type of, I try to show these kids some type of respect for other people.
Yes, everyone has respect. Yep.
So everybody that I try to talk to and tell them, hey, man, this is serious, but also you have to show respect to everybody and especially others.
Yeah, no, for sure, man. It's dope, man. Everyone daps you up. Everyone says hi. And even the parents, right? It's like, man, even all the parents get along. It's like, it's not, what do they say? Like, there's no passive aggressiveness. Like, everyone says hi. Everyone kicks it. It's a community, man. And it's dope. And I feel fortunate to bring my son there and to have him, feel so welcome to at such a young age. super dope for sure.
Yeah.
So, but besides that, man, I was man, you know me, I'm always in the studio making music, working on my next play.
Let's talk about that a little bit, George, man.
I'm not. I'm just kidding. I wasn't.
No.
I'm
Let's
not
be
in the
serious
studio
about
making
this.
music.
I did hear about you making some albums, making some music.
Yeah.
Talk to me a little bit about that, man. That's kind of cool.
So, and we touched on this a little bit, but so I've been making music since I was like seriously since I was 15, right? In Seattle, I joined a studio by the name of Undercast, and those people are my family, right? I started there, and I was, man, teeth were terrible. I was so bad at rapping, man, like just not good at all. And I stuck it out, and I did what we would consider boot camp for artists, you know what I mean? And I put my everything into music, and man, I've been making music, like I said, since I was 15, and I chased it forever. It was like it's something that it's like someone that chases boxing or football or basketball, you know what I mean? It's something that I really wanted to do my whole life, and it sucks. So even like the last time you brought it up to me, like I'm usually like I'm not too vulnerable with it, right? Because it's like it's my dream. It was my dream, and it's something I think about every day, even until this day. When I started making music, I put so much money into it, man. Like I put thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars into it, hours and hours, and I became good at what I did. I became decent at what I did. I wouldn't say I'm the best ever, you know what I'm saying? Or I would never say that in general, but I became good enough to help other artists in the studio that I went to ended up using me for writing and for other things because I dedicated so much time to my craft. Long story short, I don't like to talk about it too much because it's still like a sensitive spot for me. It's like I think about it all the time. Now because of my age, it sucks because rap and hip hop, right? There's a couple things, right? When people ask about it, it's almost like it's like a little embarrassing, right? Because even for me, when I meet someone and they're like, hell yeah, I rap, I'm like, oh my God, shut the fuck up, right? I'm like, hell no, I don't give a fuck if you rap. Like, I'm not trying to hear that shit, right? And so you'll notice you never hear me talking about it because I don't, because there's like a stigma around it. It's like people that rap, first of all, they're annoying. People don't take them serious. And so I don't talk about it for that reason. And then for the other reason is I'm older now, you know what I'm saying? And that dream, it kind of passed. It was time for like a plan B. And that was really like the only dream that I dedicated myself to. I didn't
Do
have
you ever think about actually continuing doing it?
So I haven't made music for a while now. I have all my equipment at home. I have a studio at home. When inspiration hits, every now and then I'll write. You know what I mean? I sit down and write every now and then. But man, it's like I just feel like it's gone. You know what I mean? I feel like
You don't feel the passion for it no more.
I do feel the passion. It's crazy because I have the passion for it, but I'm just like, I don't know, man. Maybe I don't feel good enough. Maybe I feel like, nah, I can't do it. Like, I don't know, man. It's weird. And that's why I don't like talking about it because even when I watch things music related, like let's say I watch like a music documentary, right? Like there's the dude Jelly Roll, right? I don't know if you guys are familiar with Jelly Roll.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, man. But I don't know too much music.
Okay.
That's why I'm asking you because I don't know
Yeah.
too much about it.
Sure.
And like maybe I love sports.
Yeah.
So in sports, you gotta be have repetitions.
Yeah.
So is it the same thing? Is it kind of like the same thing?
It is for sure, man. Like to get better, you gotta keep doing it. And when I mentioned boot camp, it's like I would repetitively do stuff over and over. And my studio engineer, who I guess you could say is like a coach, he's the one who showed me a lot of stuff and put me on game on. I became really good at writing choruses. I became really good at writing like bridges and doing certain stuff musically that I put my time in to do. But like I was saying, when I watch, like when I say I do have the passion for it, I do, and it breaks my heart every day a little bit because I think about it because I'm like, damn, I was to the point where if I would have continued, I could have. In 2013, I went through like some like and I don't want to take too much time about this, but I went through like a very bad depressive episode, like really bad, something I've never even been through. And it took all the passion in my life away from everything I liked. And it lasted a while to when I recovered. It had been so long that all that was gone. And it took all my confidence away. And it took me a while to get that confidence back to like anything. And so from there, I did a little bit here and there. But like I said, man, now that I'm older and it's been a while, I don't know. I feel like I might not be good enough anymore to do it. You know what I mean? I feel like I could do it, but I'm not fully confident right now to do it, And plus age plays a factor too, man. I'll be 38.
Young.
I'll be 38 in 6 days. You know what I mean?
Wow, you're young.
Yeah. I mean, Some would say that. You know what I mean? Some would say that.
You look like 12.
Oh, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
But you know, I don't know, man. We'll see what the future holds. We'll see. I got my studio stuff at home, and if inspiration strikes, you know, maybe the 12-year-old will make an album. You know, who knows?
But listen, maybe it's in your genes. You know, maybe your son, you know, can pick up where you.
I would never let my son rap, bro. Hell no, bro. Rapping is bro. Anybody who has kids out there, hell no. But listen, don't ever let them rap. Music, maybe, yes.
If it's your passion,
yeah.
If it's your passion,
yeah.
And you know a little bit more than like me myself, I wouldn't know nothing about it.
Yeah.
But you know, I think anybody that does sports has sing one point in their life, you know what I'm saying, in the bathroom. I don't know if you guys agree with this or not. Yeah. But you know what I mean? Like I think every most of the guys that are actually doing sports, they like to sing. They can't sing. Well, I can't sing.
Yeah.
It's vice versa.
They be trying to rap and shit.
It's vice versa. You know what I mean? A lot of singers, rappers, whatever.
Yeah.
They try to do other sports, and they're not that.
Yeah.
There's not that.
I mean, Kobe put out an album. Shaq put out an album.
I don't know about that one.
Yeah, Roy Jones Jr.
Oh yeah.
Y'all must have forgot Roy Jones Jr. Yeah. Now I feel it, man. We'll see. We'll see. You know, I wouldn't lead my son towards music, you know what I mean? Because I know the heartbreak and I know the grind and just the one in a million. So I wouldn't be the first thing I would hope for him. But you know, if he chose it and I could help, I definitely would. You know what I mean? I'm all for doing something positive.
So what's going on with you, man? What's going on with new projects coming up? Or what are you focusing on right now?
Oh man, you know, I'm just focusing on life. Like I said, selling this house, getting myself in a better position. I've been working on some real estate stuff.
Okay.
Which is what I do primarily. And you know, just improving, man, self-improvement on myself, you know what I mean? Becoming a better father, a better husband, a better friend, you know, just all the betters, man. Anything I can do to improve, working on my health, working on my mindset. That's really important to me, you know, just in life and this year in general, man. I want to make sure that I can master myself, that any faults or anything that goes wrong is not self-inflicted. So that's really what I'm focusing on. Man, this fucking fly that keeps flying around. I know you see it out of the corner of your eye. We left the window open and this fly thinks it's part of the podcast. It's definitely not.
It's our host. Our host.
It's our co-host?
Co-host today. No.
It's our co-host,
Fly.
man. So yeah. Coach, man, I was gonna ask you. So I know we talked about this a lot, but this just happened. So with the news of Canelo leaving PBC, right?
Yeah.
And with you being one of David Benavidez' trainers, right? You being a part of the Benavidez camp.
Yes, sir.
Do we officially say that Canelo did a ducking move? Because he could say whatever he wants, but leaving PBC and choosing to, and these are rumors, I can't confirm, but choosing to fight people like Edgar Berlanga, which, I mean, anyone who fights has heart, right? But Edgar Berlanga, there's levels, and he's nowhere near the top tier competition. Jaime Munguia, right, which is a newcomer-ish, even though, you know, he's fought a lot of people. You know, those are the two people that supposedly he's rumored to fight. Yeah. Do you feel like with him leaving PBC, like it's just, for lack of words, like a punk ass move? Like you feel like, and let's keep it real, man. I don't want to know this political shit. I want to know what the fuck it is. I hate all these like, oh yeah, bro. Like David does a good job of not really saying anything, right? But I want to hear the real. I want to know, like,
well, you don't have to really say much. You know what I mean? Like, if it looks like a duck, it talks like a duck,
it moves like a duck, it quacks like a duck,
it's gotta be a duck. But let's be real. You know what I mean? He did. He's just making business moves, and that's what he feels like. He doesn't really want to give the people the fights. He doesn't want to give the people the fight that the people want to see. You know what I'm saying? Like,
why? But Coach, why though? Because I know, being in the gym and seeing boxers, like boxers for the most part, they're not scared to fight each other, right?
No,
I mean, sometimes they have fear, but do you think it's the fear of losing?
I don't think a boxer ever has a fear.
Right. Yeah, that's how I feel too.
I don't think a boxer has that fear. But I do think that a boxer respects another boxers. Okay. So I think that the respect and knowing that you're going in there with a 50-50 chance. And I'm not saying it's a boxing world. So in the boxing, anybody can get dropped.
Yeah.
With a punch. So at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? How much do you really trust yourself to know that you can come on top? And that's the question I think Canelo does have or doesn't have.
Yeah.
Because you know what I'm saying? Like, if it was anybody else, you say yes. In a
He
heartbeat.
jumps to the opportunity.
Yes, in a
And
heartbeat.
supposedly, according to Senior,
Mhm.
they offered them a fight and they took the minimum pay, $5 million. They agreed to it. And they agreed to, we don't care if we're coming out
Well,
second. We don't agree what it is.
You know that this is not the first time they offer David multiple things that they ask for demands or whatever. And
Yeah.
at the end of the day, you know, I think David wants to fight everybody.
Yeah, absolutely he does.
But again, it has to make sense. You know, he's been the mandatory for I think like over 2 years.
Bro, this is honestly
And I don't understand that because you know what I mean. Like, I don't understand why, if you're the mandatory. Now listen to this. David's been the mandatory for a long time.
Yeah.
I think he fought for interim belts like more than 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not too sure again, because that's not something that has got to do with me.
Yeah.
But they just ranked Edgar Berlanga mandatory for the WBO, I believe.
Yeah.
And now they trying to make the fight with Canelo.
Bro.
That's just
Bro, it's so foolish.
It's disrespectful. It's disrespectful because the fact is, the Canelo was with PBC, and they had a chance to make this fight.
Yeah.
And
he left 2 fights early.
They broke the deal.
Yeah.
Because I believe the Canelo wanted to fight the other Charlo.
Yeah, he did.
He wanted to fight the other Charlo.
Yes.
And then I guess Al Heyman and PBC said no.
Yeah.
That fight is not gonna do anything.
That fight is not a 50 million.
No, it's not.
Like
and I believe that they did offer him, I believe $50,000 the first time. $50 million.
Yeah.
$50 million the first time. And I believe they offer, and I think the last time they offered him was $65 million.
Yeah.
And he still didn't take it. This trainer Edwin also said that they never talked about any, because I think Samson Lukovic put a post out there. I don't know how to say the name. Lukovic, right? Lukovic. Let's go.
Yeah, we'll roll with that. Yeah.
Whatever. So he has the caption or what do you call it? La captura.
Yeah, the like the screenshot.
The screenshot about them making a deal with him.
Yeah.
So he's obviously not telling the truth, and even said, I believe he said something on I think it was ESPN, Mexico, that he said that they're not gonna, it's not gonna affect his legacy because you know there's a lot of people that didn't fight.
There's a lot of fights that should have happened in history and never did. That's such a cop out, and it's so disappointing because I'm a Canelo fan, bro. You know what I'm saying? I am, and I remember Canelo when he was trying to fight Mayweather. I remember Canelo when he was trying to fight everyone, and for him to change his tone like that. And I knew after he beat the Charlo dude this last time, they're like, oh, who do you want to fight? And he's like, I'm ready for anybody. He won't answer the direct question. He won't answer the question, do you want to fight David Benavidez? He's like, I'm ready for anyone. And it's just a cop-out, man. Like this whole, like, to me, it does affect his legacy as a long-term fan. And I'm not just saying that now because I'm connected to the Benavidez camp, you know, via you or whatever. I'm not just saying that I don't fuck with Canelo because I'm a huge fan of Canelo. You know what I mean? I want him to continue his greatness, and for him to do that, like it's just, man, it's
disappointing.
It's disappointing as a fan. It's embarrassing for the sport, and I don't even know how he walks around with his head high. I don't know how you would.
Yeah.
Like it to me, it does not make sense at all. David is humble as fuck. He's ready to fight anyone. He's ready to risk everything in the ring. And I don't know if Canelo doesn't want to lose to another Mexican fighter. I don't know if he doesn't want David to take over and to become that face of boxing and to take over, you know, to become what Canelo is now. I don't know if he just doesn't want him to catapult into that superstardom, which for some reason he's not there, but he should be. You know, I don't know. But I know if for some reason, Jaime Munguia, if for some reason they end up fighting, you know, at Cinco de Mayo, and if for some reason this dude ends up beating Canelo, it's a wrap. He's not in position to fight David Benavidez anymore.
Well, let's just be honest. Jaime Munguia is a good fighter.
He is.
But he's not.
I know you don't think he'll be
great
Canelo.
fighter. No, he's not gonna be Canelo. Canelo's a great fighter. Like we keep saying, I mean, Canelo's a great fighter.
Yeah.
But the fact that he doesn't want to fight another great fighter,
right?
That's what
says a lot. Yeah, it says a lot about.
But at the end of the day, you know what I mean. Like he's gonna continue to do what he wants to do.
Yeah.
Because like he said, he's the face of the boxing right now.
Yeah.
I don't know how long it's gonna take for him to step down.
Yeah.
But is coming to an end. I think his career is coming to an end.
He's 2 or 3 fights out.
I think so.
2 or 3 fights.
And I mean, he deserves it. You know, he did a lot.
Yeah.
He started at a young age, and
no, we're not. Fuck that. He needs to fight fucking David.
Well, that's what we all want. Honestly, that's what we want. We want to fight
David.
David wants to fight the best.
Yes.
And
like now again, David's moving up to 175.
Well, it makes sense. You know, nobody wants to fight him at 168.
Who's left? There's besides Canelo.
I mean, you got Morrell too.
Oh yeah.
Morrell said that he wanted to fight David.
What's he 9-0 or something?
No, I think he's a little bit. I think it's like a little bit more than that.
Really?
I'm not really sure. To be honest, I don't follow him.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of none of the fighters that we fight.
Yeah.
So we stay in our lane.
Yeah.
We do what we got to do. I'm not a fighter. I don't follow the competition. To be honest with you.
Yeah.
That's just me. And I'm not trying to be disrespectful to nobody, but that's not. I don't follow him.
No, that's fine. Oh yeah.
You know, I respect everybody in the sport, but at the end of the day, you know, we want to win.
Yeah.
We want to win, and like I said,
we have been winning by impressive fucking fashion.
I gotta say that you know David's been putting a lot of work. He's been passionate about his work. I've seen a lot of improvement. I see a lot of dedication that he's been doing. A lot of people don't know, but you know, fighters go through a lot.
Yeah,
fighters go through a lot. Us trainers go through a lot, and just people, families, you know, go through a lot. You know, they gotta sacrifice a lot of things. So it's not an easy sport. Man, I stay away from my house sometimes months.
Yeah. Yep.
And you know, we don't get to see our family, so which is very, very important. You know, to me, it's very important. My family is very important. My daughter is very important.
Yeah.
My son is very important.
Yeah.
Even my dog.
Yeah.
Shout out to the dog. What's up, dog?
Definitely, his dog is not that important. But anyway, yeah, no, I know because during the Andrade, whatever, tomato, during the Demetrius Andrade camp, we were in Seattle for what, 2 months?
Yeah, I was there for 2 months.
Yeah, 2 months.
Long days.
Hell yeah, 12 hours minimum. Well, I was there for 2 days or 3 days when I went to Seattle to the camp. And yeah, I mean, I remember you told me in the morning you'd be there, and I talked to Anthony, and Anthony came up to me, he's like, bro, these are so, like, bro, we're here from the, like, these guys get up at 5 and work out, and we're not going home till like 9, 10 o'clock at night, man. No, it's a grind. So when you say
9, 10, it's 9, 10, we barely closing.
Yeah.
Oh, sometimes we used to get home like around 12, 1 o'clock in the morning.
You guys had one day off, Sunday?
Not really.
No,
because sometimes we had to do things on Sundays.
Yeah.
So I mean, like, so people understand, you know what I mean. Camp is really a camp. You know, you're not out there to party. You're not out there to go out, have fun. We're out there to work.
Yeah.
And you know, a lot of people say, "Oh yeah, you're on vacation." No. Not at all.
Yeah.
I do enjoy it. I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, I love the sport. I dedicate myself to the sport. I love it. And to me, it's not even a job.
Yeah.
But it is long hours.
Oh yeah.
And it is a little bit stressful because, you know, you still gotta, for myself, I had to be out there, work with the kids, work with the pros, work with people that just in general, they wanted to work out. And I still had to be on top of my gym right here in Phoenix, Arizona.
Yeah.
So it was a little bit overwhelming sometimes because, you know, you got to deal with, you know, people coming into the gym, enrollments, people, you know, not coming back, and trainers, business
side. Yeah.
And on top of that, like I said, we had a barbershop we opened, and you know, taking care of that stuff. So there was sometimes it does get overwhelming, but at the end of the day, you know, I love being around everybody.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
to me, it's an enjoyment.
Yeah, for sure. And you see yourself. Did you see yourself where you are now 10 years ago?
To be honest with you, and it's funny you said that, right? Because when I started this dream, when I started this goal of mine, about 6 years ago, I think 6 years ago, I came back from Phoenix. I used to be, with David, senior, junior, in Rayo. We used to live in Vegas, and then I came. They decided to move back to. They decided to move to Seattle, and I said, I don't want to go to Seattle. I want to come back home. And then when I came back home, I'm like, I have to get a job because I can't just not do nothing. So I got to get a job. So I started going back. I started working in construction.
Yeah.
I hated it.
Yeah.
Waking up early in the morning and I was going to work and I closed my eyes and I hate this. I hate this. I was good at it. I was good at what I did, but I didn't like it.
Sure.
So when I decided to open a gym, a person asked me if we wanted to start opening a gym. That he had a spot, and then I said, I'm going to do it. And I said, I want to do this. And at the time, I had a dream of, opening the gym and waking up in the morning and getting coffee and then waking up, stretching, and hey, I'm going to go to the gym, to the boxing gym, whatever. I don't even drink coffee, but I just had the dream. That is what it is. I'm serious.
Oh,
I don't even like coffee.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't even like coffee at the time.
Yeah.
But I said, I wonder what it was like to, wake up in the morning, drink my coffee and say, let me go to the gym.
Be able to do that, to live the dream.
Yes, that was the dream, right?
Yeah.
So I had friends and they told me, hey man, don't open up a gym. It's a bad business. It's not going to get you nowhere. It's not going to get you your dreams. You're not going to get a house. And I'm not gonna lie, man. I got bummed out.
Those are not your friends.
No, listen. I got bummed out, and I said I'm gonna prove it wrong.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do it anyways, regardless if I succeed or I fail.
Sure.
I'm gonna do it.
Yeah. And
I started doing it, and long story short,
fucking flies, fucking kisses, fuck off, this fly.
I'm about to hit him in the eyes.
I'm about to fuck his shit up for real. Fucking fly.
All right.
Did you get him?
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay, yeah. He's uncatchable. But anyway, okay. So they told you couldn't do it. You wanted to live the dream. You wanted to make it a goal of yours to make it happen.
Yeah. So I did, I started going at first, like anything else, it's a little bit tough. But once I believe the key to success, at least to my success, is believing and loving what you do.
Major key. Alert.
If you like what you do, if you love what you do, it's not even a job.
Never worked. Yeah.
It's just it's a passion.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes people mistake me, right? Because I have so much passion for it. So when I get in the gym and I see things that they're not doing right, I start getting into my character.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, hey man, let's go. Stop doing that.
Yeah.
And then some people say, hey man, Mr. Grumpy.
Yeah.
But I was like, I'm not even mad. I'm just passionate about what I do.
Straightforward, yeah.
So I have fun. Like sometimes I can tell, when I'm present, people can feel my presence.
Yeah.
And then I love it, man.
Yeah.
I enjoy it. I see the difference in the kids. I see the difference in the parents, how they like that. Like you said right now, I'm straightforward and I tell them what it is. And believe it or not, man, parents around this side of town, they love that.
Yeah.
They love to have a structure.
Yeah.
They love to have
leadership,
control.
Kids. Yeah.
So, and like I tell people, I'm never going to yell at the kid and tell them, make him feel uncomfortable, but I'm going to make them understand that this is the real deal. This is not a joke.
Not a game. Yeah. It's not.
Because when you step in that ring, man, anything can happen,
Yeah.
Everything you let, you're not control of.
Yeah.
It could slip real quick, and unfortunately we had a lot of people get hurt in the sport.
Bro. I not to cut you off, but I'm just going to say something to that point, right? when you're at home and you're airboxing or you're watching fucking boxing or UFC, right? And everyone's done it who's not familiar, like, bro, when you get in the ring, even to spar, it's life changing, bro. When you get punched in the, Mike Tyson says everyone has a game plan until they get punched in the mouth. Bro, I remember getting punched in the mouth the first time. I remember getting punched in the nose the first time. That shit, your body panics, like you either you want to get away from there, right? Like, and if you're not trained, if you're not mentally strong, you know what I mean? Like, people don't take that. I've seen people break, when they get hit. I've seen people run. I've seen people not be prepared. And we're talking about a controlled environment when people are really fighting. And those fights, man, like you said, you don't know what can happen. People been hurt.
And I seen parents bring their kids, and I'm not gonna call out names or whatever, but they bring the kids, say, "Oh yeah, my son's a badass. He fights all the time." Blah blah blah. I tell them it's not the same.
It's not the same at all. Get in the ring, you're about to get that ass whooped.
But I had a couple kids, they pull up. They probably know who I'm talking about. I'm not gonna say your name, but I promise you.
Just know we know.
They pull up to the gym and they thought that they were ready to fight.
Yeah.
And I told them, it's not what it looks like.
Right.
If you want to know what it looks like, we can put you in there.
Yeah.
I think it lasted like 2 rounds, and then
it's over.
And he ran outside.
Yeah.
And
I've heard you on the phone even recently. You're like, when someone calls you, you're like, "Oh yeah, how long you been fighting for?" No, it's not the same. It's not the same. Like, and I already know what they're saying to you. Like, "Oh yeah, I've been fighting people my whole life." You know what I mean? Like,
some people take it offensive. You know what I mean? That I tell them, "Hey, it's not like that."
Yeah.
But honestly, you gotta build the thing that I take from this is, like, you have to build confidence. If you take your confidence away, it's a wrap for you. You won't step in no more.
Yeah.
And I learned that. And as soon as the people step in the ring and they feel the pressure and they can't breathe and everything collapses.
Yeah.
And it's over.
I've seen people quit in the ring. They drop their hands and they get
turn around.
Yep. And then they get mauled. You know what I'm saying? Like, they get not in a bad way at the gym. We don't let that happen, but
we don't do
like,
that.
We don't
do that. But that's the reason why I don't like to put people in there.
Right.
I don't want to embarrass them.
Right.
And I don't want them to feel like they're not good enough to be there.
Right.
That's not the point. If you're a coach, and I speak only about myself. I can't speak for others. But if you want to build a fighter, man, you got to teach him to have confidence. And that's the one thing that a lot of people don't do is they just throw them in there and then they
throw them to the wolves. They get ate up, man.
And then
they get ate up.
It's not the same no more for them.
Nah.
So even though you're trying to teach them not to do certain things, they go back to the bad habits. Because why? Because they get les enseñan malos modales.
Yeah.
Malos hábitos is not the same.
Yeah.
So when things happen like that, you don't help out the kid.
Yeah.
You only make it worse.
Yeah, for sure. Let me going back just a little bit, talking about how you brought all this into play. What are your thoughts? Something that's big right now, right? And people started adopting, right? And I don't want to say too much and speak out of turn, and I don't know how comfortable you are talking about this, but I saw it even in the Benavides camp, right? Manifestation is real big right now,
right?
And a lot of people are like, "Oh, manifestation, man." What are your thoughts, and do you feel like manifestation played a role in where you are today? Do you feel like, before you answer that, let me tell you how I feel about manifestation, right?
Yeah.
I definitely feel like if you work hard and you continue to work hard and you're consistent, you're going to get somewhere, right? So to me, that is a big factor in manifestation, right? I don't necessarily feel like you could speak something into existence. That's a little off to me, but I feel like a lot of people are using the word manifestation openly, almost as if like you say something, it's just going to happen. There's obviously different things that people are incorporating, like quantum physics and, other stuff like that. What are your thoughts on something that's gained kind of pop culture, that's kind of popular right now? How do you feel like any of that's played in your life, or do you feel like your success is due strictly to hard work, or what do you think about that?
Well, definitely I believe in that.
Okay.
So it's funny you said that, because I never, going back like, I'm not gonna lie, man, maybe 6 years from now, nothing ran through my mind about that. So it was just like, I feel like we get teach to do the same thing and to feel some type of way about, you got to go to work. And if you can't work, then you're not going to make money and you're not going to be able to live.
Like programmed.
Yes, we programmed.
Yeah,
That's what it was.
Programmed.
So I felt like I was programmed as well. And then the funny part about it is you just said it right now. You hit the spot.
Yeah.
I started learning and thinking about this stuff. And people used to tell me about manifestation.
Yeah, manifestation.
So I started manifesting things that I wanted and not things that I didn't want.
In what way? So walk me through that.
So first of all, I said the first things that run through my mind most of the time that I wake up. So the clock, clock gives you different hours. I don't know if you guys know about this or not.
No, I don't even know what a clock is.
Okay, well, clock is the one with a tick, 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 tick. No, well,
clock.
No, so you start seeing patterns, right?
Okay.
You start seeing patterns like, 11, 2, 2, 2.
Like continuous numbers.
Numbers, right?
4, 4, 4, 3, 3,
I identify myself with number 11, 11, right? So 11, 11 a.m., 11, 11 p.m. To me, those are good numbers because I think a lot of positive things about it. Okay. So I give myself positive things. So when I wake up or when I go to sleep, it's 11, 11, and I start telling to myself, it's a great, I started asking for things like health, wealth, happiness.
Asking who?
Myself, universe, whatever.
Is it a prayer? It's
not really like a prayer. It's just
is it a thought? Is it a meditation?
It's like it's a thought that I have. I don't know.
You start thinking of these things.
Everybody is different, right? Everybody can believe whatever they want to believe. But I believe that, if you ask the universe for things, not just ask, but ask and continue to work hard for what you want, positive things happen to you. Okay. So again, I don't know if you ever had this issue. You wake up late, and then you start telling yourself, "Oh, I'm late." Guess what happens?
You start being late and start being late. Yeah,
you get late. But if you tell yourself in the day, today's a great day. Today's a positive day. Today's a fantastic day. I'm gonna be happy. Great things are coming. But when you start getting the positive things to you, then things start to come along.
So it's like setting an expectation.
Yes. Well, let me just, and I'm not really I'm gonna get into details on it. Yeah. But I'm older. I'm way old.
You're not that old, Coach.
I am old.
No, you're not that old.
Yeah, 57.
No, you're not 57, Mr. Hines.
Anyways, I am older. And like, again, like all my life, man, I've been programmed just to have little bit that I have.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I have a lot, and I want to have more. That's what I keep saying, positive.
To touch on what you're saying, I like what you said, because the beauty of getting older is we realize at some point, and I had this moment too, is that a lot of stuff that we've been taught, I don't want to use the word bad, but it's been misinformation. And so we have to unlearn to relearn. And so I noticed that a few years ago, that a lot of stuff that we're, like you would say, programmed, right? Or a lot of stuff that's been taught to us, or that we've been just have taken in naturally in life, we have to unlearn it because it's wrong. And we come up with our own beliefs and our own system, our own truths, and we're able to relearn as adults. And that's where I feel like real growth has happened for me, is me being able to relearn new things on my own and finding out like, oh shit, like this wasn't what I thought, or this isn't what I should believe. So anyway, I just wanted to touch on what you were saying.
Yeah, but like I said, we're programmed to do some things that if you don't do it a certain way, you're not gonna get certain things. But it's not true, man. I will say the success that the people have is because, again, I'm gonna go back again. If you do something with passion, if you do something that you love to do and you want to do it, it's unlimited what you can do.
Yeah.
It's unlimited what you can do. I mean, some people say they want to just learn how to, meet something, like meet a place and do this, and they're happy with that.
Yeah.
But you can do all that stuff if you want to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You just gotta learn how to adapt yourself and then be fortunate. I'm not gonna say that I can do whatever I want.
Yeah.
And honestly, I'm fortunate enough to be where I'm at. But then again, I say the hard work that I put into,
right,
it got me here too.
Sure, absolutely. That's where I'm at too. The whole, and the reason I ask is because, like, I see everyone around me, right, and I to each their own. You know what I'm saying? But if I don't fully understand something, I feel like it's important to ask questions, right, and to never pretend like you do understand it. You know, and since the word manifestation and all this stuff has come up, you know, and we all have our own core beliefs and stuff like that. And I'm not saying it's a good thing. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but I feel like when the masses adopt something like all at the same time, it becomes kind of trendy. That's why I was asking you, like, years ago, did you see yourself doing that? Because I know it's super popular now. So when people adopt it all at once, I'm always weary. I'm always cautious. I'm like, man, I'm not gonna jump in on this. You know what I mean? Like I'm not going to. And like I said, I'm not saying it's negative or bad at all, right? I just feel like people really follow the crowd. You know what I mean? And I like to have a full
To
understanding.
be honest with you, I never, like I said, and this is one of the things that I would say my wife got me into.
Okay.
So I never really thought about anything like that. But then she started talking to me about it. She told me things, hey, do this, do that, and to be honest with you, I'm grateful that she told me these things because I felt like I was in a bubble. And then once she told me these things, and I keep telling people, I even told the guys in the barbershop, told them, hey man, you guys got to be positive.
Yeah.
You guys can't be negative, because again, I'm new at this. First of all, I'm not even a barber.
Yeah.
But I like the vibe.
Yeah.
I always wanted to be in the barbershop. You know, when the movie The Barbershop came up, I used to be like, oh man, that's cool to be in a barbershop.
Yeah, the whole vibe, this. The whole.
And I like that. I like the culture. I like, what we got going on right there. And I tell the guys, hey man, just be positive. Things are coming. Great things are coming. We coming along.
Yeah.
We got some new projects coming up.
Yeah.
What do you guys think? Sometimes I ask questions. What do you guys think? What do you guys want? All I want is for you guys to be together, work together, and you know what I mean? Like, everything else will come into play, Like, the people will start noticing that you got kind of like the gym, man.
Yeah.
I don't promote anything. I don't go out there and tell, hey, come to the gym.
Yeah.
And not to be disrespectful or nothing, but, I feel like when you have a good atmosphere, people will actually
want to be a part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the same thing I was telling about them,
It'll spread.
Yeah.
Word of mouth spreads.
Yeah, and luckily enough, man, I would say this past Saturday, man, I was very happy. Yeah. I was enjoying. We had a little car wash going on.
Yeah.
Supporting the kids.
Yeah.
And and little did I know, man, I started noticing the barbershop was getting full. And people were laughing, joking. Yeah. That's exactly what I was looking for.
That's what you're working towards. Yeah. That's what you envisioned.
Yeah, and so we got new barbers, older barbers, But we are, like I said, they're getting along right now, so things are vibing. We're looking for some more barbers.
Yeah.
We're looking to grow.
Yeah.
So it's great, man.
I'm enjoying it. No, I appreciate you sharing that, Coach. I appreciate. And I have a lot to say on that topic and a lot to say in general. I mean, you know how I can take off on the topic and stuff like that, but we'll save that for another time, man. No, I appreciate it, man. I feel like with everything we got going and our goals and stuff like that, I'm excited for the future for both of us. I'm excited at just watching the growth of you and the gym and the barbershop and Anthony and all the opportunities, man. And I feel like life is good. You know what I mean? I feel like it's only right to have a positive outlook. You know what I mean? Like I'm super positive about the future. You know what I mean? I definitely know that good things are on the horizon and good things are going to continue happening. But I know that, we got to do our part and continuing with the positivity, man. And I feel like it's important to spread that to people and to let people know. And I always see, you know, when someone's down and I have a moment to speak positivity into their life or watching others do it, man, it does something, man. It does something to the soul, man. Like people need to hear this. You know, people need uplifting. People need to be like they need to feel hope, man, and they need to see it. You know, they could walk into an atmosphere like us, like you know, with us at the gym or anywhere, and if man, we don't know what someone's going through, and just our mood and our vibe and stuff can pick somebody up, man. And you know, so I appreciate you sharing that, man, and
definitely we got stories.
Yeah,
so
without a doubt,
we got a lot of stories going on. You know,
a lot of experiences, a lot of people, man. It's cool, and as we grow and progress with this podcast, and we get more structure and stuff, man. Dude, I'm super pumped about this podcast. Like I think about it every day. I'm always thinking of ideas and you know, hopefully sooner than later we can, you know, expand on those and we can try different things and get new people on here and we can, you know, tell more of those stories, man, because I know you got a lot of life experiences. I got a lot of life experiences and we know a lot of cool people. And even the people that we're around every day, man, they got their stories to tell too, man. And the human experience is different for all of us. And man, I love hearing people's stories.
Yeah, definitely. We got a lot of characters.
Yeah, sure.
We got a lot of characters and we got a lot of stories and we got a lot of things to talk about. So I'm excited. Like I said, I'm excited. We talked about this about what? A couple months ago?
Yeah.
We just talked about this a couple months ago. We said, you know, it's cool. Well, honestly, before I even met you, I always say that I wanted to do a podcast.
Yeah.
And, you know, I wanted to do a podcast, just talk about it. And to me, it's like therapy.
Yeah.
Like
no,
I told
it's
you
dope.
before.
It's dope. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like we get to talk about it, have a little bit of laughs.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, there'll be a whole lot more laughs.
Yeah.
All we do is laugh. This is more like serious tone for us, but all we do is crack up every day, man. Yeah. We got a lot of jokes. What time is it right now, Anthony? What time is it? What is it? Like, just so everyone knows.
It's 12:22.
It's midnight. It's 12:22. Like literally, we're here late because we want to be here late, and we got stuff to do this weekend.
Yeah, well, actually, technically, I gotta be up in like 3-4 hours.
Yeah, we do. But with that being said, we're gonna wrap it up, man.
Yeah, let's wrap it up.
I appreciate.
I wrapped it up a long time ago. I can't get this no more.
You can't wrap it up no more. You should wrap it up, okay? Listen, we can talk. People don't be wrapping it up, all right? Listen, these girls is nasty. These guys are net. Listen, you know what they call me, right?
Snoogie.
Hey, you know what they call me? CP. You know what that means?
I thought they call you Snoogie.
They call me Snook, but you know CP, right?
What's CP?
Cleanest penis.
This one.
Anyway,
we
with
gotta blur that out.
No, we ain't. Hey, there's no CP. Hey, if you see me, we're not gonna bleep that out. We're gonna keep. Hey, listen, that's a fact of life. We're here to speak truth, and that's the truth. Listen, thank you guys for tuning in. Stay positive. Have a great week. We got episodes coming. Coach, you got anything to say before we shut the cameras off?
Stay positive.
Yep,
Manifest.
stay positive. Anthony, appreciate you behind the cameras. We'll see you guys next week. Peace out.